Hello and welcome. How are you doing? And next I'd like to show you that how to check and actually replace these Ford Zetec engines, these lower line crankshaft bearings. And now my target is next to remove that this lower and below area bearing support this plate and this console where we have those crankshaft bolts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines, and then when I have taken those bolts away, then I can lift this aluminium bearing, this cover away. And first, of course, we need to open and remove this oil sump what was in here, and that part I have already made, and you can see my previous video and that how to open and replace Ford Zetec engine oil sump, and there is this video. You can find that video in YouTube. But now this is already open, and next task is to open these bolts in here. And then it's good to notice that here is this gasket glue in that black area in here. Okay, and I start to open these bolts, and this bolt opening we need 15 millimeter this socket what fits in these bolts. Okay, and then these bolts are very tight, and we need long this tool, this wrench, that we can open these bolts, because these are very tight bolts. Okay, and next I saw that I take that and then I open this one bolt here, and that we can see that what size bolt we are talking. Okay, this is long, and there is this bolt, long bolt, and then look that there is 10.20 is this stretch level, and very high quality bolts. And then when I have taken all of these 10 bolts away, we continue. It's my next job. Okay, and now I have opened all of these bolts, and it's good to check that all of these bolts are so free that we can lift this up, because sometimes they can make our work difficult if somebody is tight still. Okay, and now these bolts are free, and next step is to open this aluminium cover plate, that part. And this part is normally a little bit stuck, and we need small hammering in that side. Carefully, and then we touch that when this is moving. It starts to also in here, and then suddenly it opens. Okay, and now it opens. No, and note, no too much hammering, because this is aluminium. This is soft material. And then when this is I can lift this whole full system away. Okay, and then here is our crankshaft, and it's like ready to move. And then first, when I rotate this aluminum, okay, and now there happened that those bolts opens. I insert those back, and then we can look this area in here, because there is this bearing plate in here. When I move that part in here, this is bearing plate. Now I take that one of these away, and then I can check that what is this my bearing plate situation. And it's good to take clean cotton cloth and check that is there how bad these burnout ratios. And first there is of course Ford symbol, and it's good start. And then when I look this opposite side, I try to find in here some scratches, and in that area we can see that there is a little bit worn out in here, but not maybe too much, but at least a little bit. Okay, and then in that area we can check those opposite sides, these crankshaft areas, that are these okay and polish, and we can also measure those things. And then if we like to replace these upper area bearing plates what are just in under this crankshaft, then we need to disassemble this engine more. We need to take that part away, and then also fly wheel, and it's a little bit more complex. And in that area we can also open this piston, this connection rods, these bolts, and then we can take those pistons away, not in that area but in this upper cylinder head area. Okay, and then when we are installing that part back, this in same way, when we install that, then we only need to install that in right way. And now I notice that this is not in right way, that this was in that. Okay, and now it went right, because here are arrows in arrow symbol in here inside there, that it makes that this area must be the cylinder one area in that way. Okay, and then I need to of course fasten these bolts, and there is this standard way that I start this fastening in this central area, and then in here and here and in here and here. This is and these bolts, this torque wave wrench is, I will check that how much this is, and next. Okay, and then when we are doing this final fastening, we need this torque wave wrench tool, and there we need to set up this 50 Newton meters, this moment. Now I rotate that. Now we are in 50, and it's in LBF, it's something like a little bit 40. And then this is this final, when I have tightened the final moment is something like 50. Okay, and this was this information how to check this Ford Zetec engines, bearing plates and crankshaft bearing those areas situation. Okay, and thank you for watching this video.